can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
We are athletes.
Do you know what Husky athletes are made of?
Determination.
Hustle. Resilience. We're part of a team and a community.
We work hard for every goal.
And every grade.
Do you know what Husky athletes become?
Pharmacists. Teachers. Professionals.
Olympians.
When you invest in student athletes, you invest in the future. When you elevate her, you elevate the game. Watch women win.
Everyone watches Husky women's sports.
See her, be her.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Theraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
Welcome to the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship on CBC. I'm Amber Mayer alongside Josh Karsgaard as we get set to bring you this U Sports Consolation semifinal matchup between the St. Mary's Huskies and the Saskatchewan Huskies. Josh, tell us a little bit of the story of how these two teams got to this part.
Yeah, Amber, so the Huskies, I guess I have to be more specific. I'm going to do that hopefully not for very long, but the St. Mary's University Huskies, they defeated the University of New Brunswick Reds in the AUS semifinal in game 3 of the series in a tight 5-setter, and then ultimately sweeping the final of the AUS against Memorial. And then that brought us to yesterday when they faced off against the Manitoba Bisons, where they fell 3-0 to a strong Bisons performance. On the other side of the bracket, the Huskies, they earned their spot here. They had a really tough road. They were the lower seed against the #1 ranked Fraser Valley team, who they upset in the quarters. They went on to lose the semifinal to the UBC Thunderbirds, and then they ultimately fell in Can West to Manitoba in the bronze medal game. Yesterday, they squared off in a rematch against the Thunderbirds, where they fell in a back-and-forth 4-set match. It was a great game that we both had the pleasure of calling. I'm excited to call the game again today here with you.
Yeah, we expect a pretty tight matchup here. We have the 6 and 7 seeds both looking to advance to the Consolation final. They are looking for redemption. We're going to be in for a battle. If we look at how these teams match up, Josh, tell us a little bit of the story within the stats.
Yeah, so let's just take a quick look at these stats here. They're pretty similar. Kills per set. The St. Mary's Huskies are averaging 11.19 kills per set to Saskatchewan's 12.65. Those numbers are pretty close. Similar hitting percentage as well. St. Mary's averaging hitting 164, while the Saskatchewan Huskies hitting 216. Aces percent near identical, only 20 apart, 155 for St. Mary's to 135 for Saskatchewan. Digs per set, we get a little bit more variance here. St. Mary's, the edge there at 15.89%, in Saskatchewan at 3.31. Blocks per set, very, very similar as well. Like you said, we got the 6 and 7 seed here. It's going to be a great match, a lot of back and forth. Both of them averaging right around 2 blocks per set, 1.94 for St. Mary's and 2.09 for Saskatchewan.
Now, we did a little bit of pre-game research to give you a little bit of a look behind the scenes on some players we're keeping our eye on in this afternoon's matchup. Who are the ones to watch, Josh?
Yeah, so we'll start with St. Mary's. The player to watch there is Amelia Mikanovic. Bear with us, we're doing our best with pronunciation, so forgive me, but we're doing our best here. She's the third-year first-team All-Canadian from Minsk, Belarus. She's on the left side. She was second in AUS for total kills with 268. She led the St. Mary's Huskies with that number, and she was first in the AUS kills per set with 3.39, leading her team as well. Now, yesterday, she had a great day. She hit 231 in that match, and she had 13 kills in that match. So great day yesterday for her. We'll see if she can keep it up today. On the other side of the court for the Saskatchewan Huskies, we're looking at Rosetta Sear. She's 5'10", third-year left side player out of Punitchy, Saskatchewan. She was the Mikasa player of the game yesterday. She had 10 kills, 7 digs, and hit 200. She had a great day. A little bit of a slow start to the match yesterday, but she really ramped up as the game went on. She hit 215 on the season, averaging 2.78 kills per set. And on top of the stats, she's super positive, super happy, always building her teammates up after mistakes, not letting anyone get too down. She's really contributing to a great level of confidence for the team. She seems to be a bit of an anchor out on the court for the Saskatchewan Huskies. We're going to be looking for her to do the same today.
Let's introduce you as well to this afternoon's officials. The first official is going to be Serge Thériault, and the second official, Sarah Maxwell-Banyan. The lines judges for this afternoon's matchup are going to be Crystal Smythe, Stino Saragusa, Win LaFleur, and Chris Chong. Let's introduce you to the starters, beginning with the Saskatchewan Huskies. Second-year middle from Airdrie, Alberta, number 4, Jessica Bergstrom. Fifth-year middle out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, number 6, Julia Howell-Borner. Third year outside out of Battleford, Saskatchewan, number 9, Taryn Hanna. Fourth year outside out of Outlook, Saskatchewan, number 10, Keely Anderson. Third year outside from Punitchy, Saskatchewan, number 17, our player to watch, Rosetta Sear. And their third year setter out of Lethbridge, Alberta, number 20, TL Hagel. And their libero, a rookie out of Saskatchewan, or pardon me, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, number 16, Gabby Fleming.
Yeah, Gabby Fleming, the all-rookie libero for Saskatchewan, the third ever all-rookie to come out of the University of Saskatchewan. We're looking for her to have a great game today. She played really well yesterday in the game we called.
Now, the starting lineup for the St. Mary's Huskies. Out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, the fourth-year right side, Sydney Fader, number 2. Third-year middle from Belarus, number 8, Elena Pietukova. Third year outside, number 9, Brianna Golding out of Pickering, Ontario. First year setter out of Kelowna, BC, number 10, Grace Blaskovitz. Number 13, fourth-year middle out of Burnaby C, number 13, Anna Linievsky. And our player to watch, the third-year left side out of Belarus, number 17, Amelia Mikanovich. And of course, last but certainly not least, their liberos, the fourth-year, number 3, Morgan Hoskins out of Bishop Falls, Newfoundland, as well as number 7 out of Oakville, Ontario, the second-year, Bree D'Souza.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, should be an awesome match. Two teams statistically matched extremely well. A lot of firepower on both sides of the net. Lots to play for here. We're in the Consolation semifinal. The winner of this match will see the McMaster Marauders in the Consolation final tomorrow on day 3 of championship weekend here. Lots to play for still. Going to be a great match.
Yeah, it's do or die for these teams. The loser of this match will see an end to their tournament. So wanting to advance, like you said, Josh, to that Consolation final.
Yeah, a lot of noise in here already. A lot of noisemakers, a lot of Saskatchewan fans, and actually a bunch looked to have come from the East Coast as well.
Mikanovich to serve to start. Pass up by Hannah, flicking it back to Anderson. Cross court is dug up by Fader. Golding handled nicely by Flamen. Back row attack is scooped up as well. Looking in the middle, tipped over. It'll be Lunievsky to get the first kill for St. Mary's Huskies. We're gonna have to get used to saying St. Mary's of Saskatchewan, no Huskies, because that's just gonna cause a whole
I'm sure that's really helpful from everyone watching at home. Yeah. Huskies serve, Huskies dig, it makes our job really easy, actually.
Anderson teeing it up for Hannah out of the back row. A bit of a redirect off the block of Lunievsky. Nice attack there from Taryn Hannah.
Yeah, that was a huge swing. Came flying out of the back row, destroyed that ball right off the edge of the block. No chance of that coming back over the net. Nice swing from Taryn Hannah.
Howell Borner to serve. Pass up, Mikanovich. Nice adjustment on the outside. Now to Sear. Solid pickup. Golding with another opportunity. Deep corners, just a bit out of bounds, but did not miss by much.
Yeah, Brenna Golding, I actually thought she tagged the back corner there, but Sino Syracuse has got a great view of that corner, and he ruled it out, so must have been out. It's a great shot, though, to the deep corner.
Mikanovich with the pass. Cross court, dug up and over. Another opportunity. This time, the attack from Lunievsky goes long.
Yeah, Lunievsky running the step around there, and then Rosetta Sear picking up her block right on time. Ball sails out past the hands, no touch. Good setting choice from Grace Blaskovitz there.
Nice short serve, causing some challenges. Good effort from St. Mary's, but to no avail.
Nice athleticism from Blaskovitz there to bring that ball back off the pin. Would have liked it to come a little bit closer to the court instead of staying out of bounds. Either way, it's a really good effort.
Howell Borner screening together a few points here from the service line. Pass up from Mikanovich. Golding whips that one through the Saskatchewan block.
Yeah, Mikanovich does a great job there, sliding over into the seam, passes a perfect ball. Great kill by Brenna Golding. Excuse me, Brianna Golding.
Lunievsky back to serve. Pass up from Hannah. And a nice adjustment from Jessica Bergstrom as she had no space for a proper approach, but still gets up and puts some pace behind that ball.
Yeah, Jessica Bergstrom carved that block right up.
Anderson back to serve. Sorry, Josh. Nice challenging serve, and good enough for an ace off the hand of Anderson.
That is a bullet to the deep court. The service team of St. Mary's has to take a step back there. If they're getting caught taking that ball up on their biceps, it has no chance to get up to the net. Wouldn't be surprised to see the servers take a step back here.
Another tough serve. Pass handled well by Golding, and a lucky, friendly bounce from the net.
Piatakova there, a little smile for her setter. She says, I need that one a little bit higher, but does a good job executing either way, earning the point. That's kind of the job of the hitter. The setter's got a lot of stuff going on, and it's the hitter's job to better the ball and find a way to score on balls that aren't always in the right spot.
Blaskovich to serve. Sails a few feet out the back.
The difference between a ball like that dropping down into the court and sailing out sometimes is this very thin margin. Sometimes you'll catch it one way and that ball will sail way out the end line. It's unfortunate.
Rosetta Sear to serve. And another bullet from the service line for Saskatchewan. Looking in the middle, and with authority, Jessica Bergstrom.
Oh, nicely done, Jessica Bergstrom. She demolished that ball. Straight around the block, right to the floor. Nice kill.
So St. Mary's calling an early timeout here in set one as Sask looks like they're in cruise control mode. Now, the 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union is headed to the campus of Brandon University March 21st through 24th. Ticket packages for this tournament are almost sold out already, so scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen or visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat. The 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union in Brandon, Manitoba. Chase the glory.
Yeah, a little bit of adversity here early for St. Mary's, but they're no stranger to adversity. The amount of injuries they've battled this year. Here's a quote from head coach Darren Russell on all the adversity they've faced this year. A couple of days ago at the media conference, he said, in all my years of coaching, I don't think we've ever had this much adversity on a team ever. It started in the preseason with the setter getting hurt. She was out until January. Madison Hand suffered a fractured shin. She was out till January. Our backup setter's injured. Rookie gets a concussion. She's out. We're playing Montreal and Sherbrooke with a middle setting. That's how our season really started. They've had a ton of adversity. They've battled through. They've earned their spot here. And now all that experience is what's going to allow them to get back in this game and not fall apart, even though they're down 5 early here in the first set of this Consolation semifinal.
Let's see how they respond here. Out of this timeout, Rosetta Sear to serve. Pass up from D'Souza, going outside to Fader, swinging deep, catching some fingertips at the net. Good enough for a kill for Sydney Fader.
Yeah, great swing there from the 5'10" right side, out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. High swing off the top of the finger, skipped it right up the back of the court. Really tough to defend that shot.
Golding serve handcuffs the Saskatchewan serve receive. Sears pipe attack goes out the back.
Yeah, that serve just caught Taryn Hanna a little bit high. She's going to have to take a step back and be able to receive that ball.
Pass up from Hanna there. She gets the give and go and just slimes that one on the inside of the St. Mary's block.
Great adjustment. Taryn Hanna brought down to her knees to pass that ball, headed to the outside of the court, outside her body. So she was late getting in. Maybe needed a little bit more time with the set, but makes do with what she's got and scores with an off-speed shot to the pot. Nice job from Taryn Hanna.
Bergstrom back to serve now for Saskatchewan. And a challenging serve, but handled nicely by Brianna Golding. St. Mary's getting their middles in the action. Piatakova picking up the kill.
Yeah, Piatakova does a great job there. Not the prettiest of swings, just goes deep, nice and soft, over the top of the libero. Gabby Fleming, nice job. Great point there from Piatakova.
Piatakova now back to serve. Pass up from Sear. Hanna having to adjust, cut off by Golding. Makanovich looking down the line, cut off by Anderson. Hanna gets a good swing on it, but a well-established block. That looked like it was off Lewineski.
Yeah, huge block from Lewineski there. Well done, sealing the block, shoulder to shoulder. Nowhere for that ball to go except straight down to the floor.
Deep serve cut off by Sear, teeing it up for Anderson, but just some miscommunication for Saskatchewan. Makanovich, nice transition run from St. Mary's.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want to get Amelia Mikanovic more involved in the offense here. Obviously led the team in kills per set this season. Hasn't really done too much. She's been quiet so far at the start of the set. But once she starts getting the ball, that gap is going to close as they're only down 1 now.
Pass up from Hannah. She gets it right back. And another block for St. Mary's. That one was all Sydney Fader. Taryn Hannah is going to need to find a way to work around St. Mary's blockers who are sealing her up on the left side.
At 5'10", Sydney Fader, 2 inches shorter than Taryn Hannah across the net. Does a great job punching above her size and getting a roof block all by herself. No help from the middle.
Hannah a chance at redemption there. Play continues. Free ball sent over by St. Mary's deep to the corner. Hannah having to cut inside, squeaking her way through the block. It looks like she found about a Macassa ball worth of width to find through the seam.
We saw this from TL Hagel a lot last night. If one of her hitters got roof blocked, she would go back to them almost immediately the next point to help rebuild that confidence and show, hey, we believe in you. Here, take another crack at this ball and put this one away.
Hagel now at the service line. Pass up from Mikanovic. Back to Fader, swinging deep, out of bounds it'll go.
No touch on that one, just sailed clean over the block there, out the back.
Pass up from Mikanovic is right on the dot. She gets it rewarded back to her and tags the end line perfectly. You can see her right after that point as well. She's like, let's go, as in, all right, I just went up, put a point on the board to get us some momentum. Let's do something with it.
Yeah, let's take care of this ball. It's a great swing from Mikanovic.
Fader to serve. Pass up by Hannah. Quick set to Howell. Borner covered well by Blaskovitz. Mikanovic. One-handed set from Hagel.
Nicely done.
Very athletic set there from TL Hagel. But it'll be Mikanovic that gets the last laugh as she is using and abusing that deep corner for Saskatchewan.
What a swing. That was awesome. Again, as Mikanovic starts to get more involved in this offense, St. Mary's is going to start putting more points on the board. They've clawed out of that huge hole they were in early. We're tied up at 11.
Pass from Hannah puts Hagel on the run. That'll count as an ace for Sydney Fader. Just like that, St. Mary's is on top.
Yeah, they started a little slow, a little shaky early, but after that timeout called by Coach Darren Russell, they've responded very, very well.
It's a nice pass by Sear going outside to Anderson. Picked up by Golding. And dropped into the pot from Blaskovitz as she catches the momentum.
Yeah, Gabby Flaman made a great read on that. She crashes into the pot to pick that ball up. Howell Borner reaches behind, which as a front row blocker, you're almost never supposed to do. You're going to trust that the defense is set up behind you to make a play like you practice, but reaction in the moment, you don't always control that. You're just trying to get the ball up, so I can't fault her too much for that, but good move by Gabby Flaman to get up there and make that play.
Yeah, Coach Mark Dodds is going to call a timeout as St. Mary's sails to a 2-point lead. Now, fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join our fan advisory panel. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and you can help shape the future of the U Sports Championship broadcast by giving us your feedback, and you'll also get a chance to win fun U Sports prizes. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca.
And great back and forth so far early in this this first set here between the Saskatchewan Huskies and the St. Mary's Huskies. Saskatchewan started really strong, a little shaky on the St. Mary's side. Sask built that early lead if you're just joining us, and now St. Mary's has responded with power. They're now up 13-11 here in this first set. Mikanovic has really got going in the front row. Saskatchewan needs to side out and get her in the back row.
Pass up from Hannah all the way out to Anderson. She was looking down the line, but another well-established block from St. Mary's. That is 3 left side blocks that St. Mary's has shut down from Saskatchewan.
It's a nice swing from Keely Anderson. She's up so high in the air. I wonder if she wants to start swinging a little bit deeper instead of rather into the low block.
Fader follows it up with an ace. She's putting a lot of pressure on the Huskies from the service line as she extends this. this run. I believe that was serve number 5 for her. Another tough one. And another ace it'll be. You can tell they're really picking on Taryn Hanna from the service line. It's a very tough thing as a serve receiver. If you keep getting picked on and you can't get a quality pass to break out of that mental barrier and just take care of the ball, go back to basics. Taryn Hanna is a very capable player. She knows how to pass this one. Pass up by Flamen. And Anderson will close out that service run from Sydney Fader, and Saskatchewan has some work to do now after going into a bit of a hole.
We saw this a little bit yesterday with Saskatchewan when the Thunderbirds were putting in bombs from the service line. They kind of struggled to get a ball up to the net. They're a little shaky right now too, but as soon as they find that pass again, they're going to get back into a rhythm to start converting.
Another good swing by Makanovich, and she's going to keep padding her stat sheet.
Gabby Fleming dove into the referee's stats bench there, going after that ball. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like she's doing all right. But that's great grit on defense. She didn't get that ball up. But it's those kind of plays when you're putting your body on the line for the team that is really going to energize the team.
Makanovich from the service line now. Pass from Hanna goes right into the hands of Lewineski, and she takes full advantage.
This game started out all Saskatchewan, and the script has completely flipped directly from the service line. So much serving pressure from St. Mary's. They're on top by 6.
Pass up by Flamen. Deep to the corner, handled well by Makanovich. Another tip over out of the middle. Free ball sent over by Saskatchewan. Let's see what St. Mary's can do with the opportunity. Goulding swinging deep, but just a missed contact.
But luckily there's a net touch. Julia Howell-Borner on the net for Saskatchewan keeps Mikanovich on the service line to continue the run. Tough break for Saskatchewan.
Service error from Makanovich.
Looked like an intentional short serve to me, which I'm not sure about. When you're putting bombs in and forcing the Saskatchewan passers to sit so deep, there's an advantage to going short because that pot is going to open up right around the 3-meter line, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Service sub here from Coach Mark Dodds. Number 1, Haley Poyer. She's in to serve for Julia Howell-Borner.
Yeah, the 4th year out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Did a great job from the service line coming in yesterday, delivering a lot of strikes. There's another one right there to knock them out of system.
Free ball sent over by St. Mary's. Quick set to the middle for Bergstrom. And Lewineski is lined up perfectly across from Jessica Bergstrom.
That's tough. Bergstrom, she does hit right into the block, but I think the Saskatchewan Huskies had enough time to get that ball out. There was just a little bit too much hesitation on who was going to get the ball. And now the Saskatchewan Huskies find themselves in a big hole, down 7 here in this first set, 20-13.
St. Mary's substitution, Madison Hahn on the floor to serve for Lewineski. Pass up by Flamen. Going outside to Sear, nice cross-court shot dug up by Hahn. Another dig there, that time by Makanovich. Off-speed shot by Goulding. Free ball sent deep. Now an opportunity for Piatakova, but Jessica Bergstrom puts up the wall over her head.
Nice block from Jessica Bergstrom. Gets all the way up over the net, wraps her hands right around the ball. Didn't give any chance to Piatakova to get that ball over. And Jessica Bergstrom, she was quite the catalyst yesterday with her blocks and her defense to be able to get the Saskatchewan Huskies back into the game. They'll be looking to do the same right now as they're down 6.
It's a nice serve there from Keely Anderson, and perhaps some hesitation just setting over that free ball from St. Mary's after they scrambled to collect it enough to go over as a free ball, but a couple players just get tangled up.
And here's Taylor Lougheed, new setter in for the St. Mary's Huskies off the bench. The 5'10", 3rd year out of Calgary, Alberta.
Anderson with the ball to serve, but that'll go well long.
And that's credit to head coach Darren Russell for the point. Little serving sub to ice Keely Anderson on the Saskatchewan side. Pays off perfectly as Taylor Lougheed back to the bench. Big celebration for her pausing the action to earn the point for St. Mary's.
Blaskovitz now back to serve. Pass up from Flamen. Going out to Sear, tipped over, but that takes Blaskovitz out of the equation. Fader now swinging on the right side. Just catching Keely Anderson out of position. Another kill added to the sheet for St. Mary's.
Not always about power, right? It's a great swing by Sydney Fader, right around the block. Not super powerful, but placed in the right spot, just out of reach of the Saskatchewan defenders.
Pass up from Flamen. Pulled off the net, free ball sent over. Back to Fader, looking to beat the block, but it's well established, recycle opportunity. Golding going sharp cross court. That's a beautiful swing from Brianna Golding.
Nice wrist away. Rosetta Sear in the right spot to make the play, but that ball is driven with so much force. And even when she's in the right spot, she's inside the court. She doesn't have enough time to get a ball hit at that speed up.
Pass up from Poyer. Out to Sear, off the block, out of bounds. Nice kill there for Saskatchewan.
It's points exactly like that that games at this level are won and lost. If you're able to deliver a strike on an out-of-system ball from deep position one and to rip that off the block, that's unbelievable.
Sear now to serve for Saskatchewan. Pass from D'Souza causes some trouble. Sear picks up the ace from the service line.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there on the left side between Mikanovic and Sydney Fader as well. That ball drops to the floor when someone probably had an opportunity to get that ball up.
Service error from Sear will hand point back to St. Mary's, and they have lots of set point opportunities to work with.
Yeah, St. Mary's is just executing way better offensively right now. They're 14 kills to Saskatchewan's 7. They're hitting .385 to Saskatchewan's .083. It's just not particularly close in the offensive category, despite the score not being that bad right now. Nice swing right there, wow.
Yeah, Bergstrom's a player that Saskatchewan's going to need to activate. She's been ridiculously efficient offensively when her name is called. She's 3 for 4 with 1 error, so she's hitting above 500. If they can pass well enough to get the middle in the conversation, she's a player that could be a big threat offensively.
That's the key, isn't it? They just have to be able to get that ball up to the center.
And a block, that's a tandem of TL Hagel and Julia Howell-Burner shutting down Mikanovic, and that's the first time that Mikanovic will get an error on her stat sheet. She was 4 for 6 going into that attempt.
Yeah, Howell-Burner, the 6'2" fifth-year from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, didn't start yesterday. She had started in the bronze medal game in Can West, but earns the start today. She brings a nice veteran presence to the court. Great block there from Howell-Burner.
Mikanovic was the pass. She'll get another opportunity. And Mikanovic will close it out for St. Mary's in this first set. They take it 25-19 over Saskatchewan. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship on CBC. We'll be right back with set 2.
This is more than just a game. This is about who rules the court. The U Sports Basketball Championships, March 13th to 16th on CBC Gem.
Hey you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Le sport en direct sur ICTou.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTou.tv.
All right, we are back and ready to get underway with set 2. CBC is Canada's home for university sports action. The nation's top university men's and women's basketball teams are in Vancouver this weekend for the 2025 Indochino Youth Sports Final 8, presented by Victory Creative Group. Catch the men's gold medal game on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV and Sportsnet, followed by the women's game at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sportsnet. Sports on CBC, where champions are made. All right, Teal Hagel to serve. Pass up from D'Souza, going outside to Golding. And a big block from Saskatchewan to open the second set. Now, Josh, you do have stats from set 1 in front of you. What do you think needs to change here in set 2, and what was the story from set 1?
Yeah, so you just have, it's the St. Mary's Huskies. They doubled up on kills. They had 15 to Saskatchewan's 8. They were way more efficient on offense, hitting 357 to Saskatchewan's 120. Saskatchewan has to find a way to get the offense rolling, and as we talked about, I think that starts from the pass. They need to be aggressive on pass, moving their feet early, getting behind the ball, and getting that ball up to the net so that TL Hagel can have the ball in the right spot for their offense.
Pass up from Makanovich, going outside to Golding. Hagel lays out for the pancake, tipped over by Anderson. And that one is all credit to TL Hagel to pick that up from the floor for the Huskies to be able to convert.
It's another one of those points where it's an amazing defensive effort to keep the ball alive, and then you have Keely Anderson converting on what's not a great set, but she finds a way to earn the point, keeps TL Hagel on the service line.
Back row attack from Makanovich, another dig from Hagel. Anderson adjusting pretty tight to the net, but she goes deep off the block. Now Golding on the attack for St. Mary's, and just a well-placed deep tip with some pace.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Rosetta Sear. It's her job to slide down the line to pick up that ball, but if she saw a seam in the block, then she can't exactly leave until that ball's been delivered. It's really tough for her to get there.
Luaneski to serve. Her serve does find the net tape for an error.
This is how we started last set too. Saskatchewan started really, really well before St. Mary's went on 2 large service runs to open up the middle of that set and build a huge lead. It's up to Saskatchewan to hold on now to this early lead that they've created.
Pass to Golding from Golding goes right into the hands of Rosie Sear. Yeah, nice court vision there from Sear.
Yeah, off the edge of the block, right down to the floor. Great execution on the overbump. That should be a kill over 80% of the time.
Pass up from Makanovich, recycled off the block. Another opportunity for St. Mary's. Recycled off the block once again. Going against the grain now to Fader, looking down the line, and good resilience on display from St. Mary's as They had a few offensive opportunities, but just couldn't get something past the block of Saskatchewan.
How about the Great Wall of Saskatoon? Julia Howell-Born, her third block already early in this second set. She's definitely making her presence known today.
Blaskovitz to serve. Pass from Flaman goes right into the hands of Hagel, but a misconnection with Anderson. I like that look. I like that option. Just that the chain had a kink.
Yeah, Teal Hagel running that quick behind set to Keely Anderson. It's just a little bit high. Keely Anderson, 6'1". Pretty tough for a ball to be over her head, but that one floated a little bit too high for her.
Pass from Hannah puts Hagel on the run out to Sear.
Nice shot.
What a curl down the line from Rosie Sear.
Nicely done. Deep corner, St. Mary's not a chance. She also didn't show that shot until the last second. Snapped that ball back across her body. What a shot to the corner. Rosie Sear, nice job.
That shot is impossible to defend.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Howell-Borner's serve, pass up there from Golding. Outside to Fader, looking deep. Some missed contact there from Fader.
Not even an appeal for a touch there. You know, these teams will often appeal with the referees if anything's going to be close to try and get a touch call, but all 12 people on the court knew that wasn't even close to a touch.
Serve from Howell-Borner does find the net. Brianna Golding now back to serve for St. Mary's. And that sails a little bit long. Nice lead from Taryn Hannah. Went to put her hands up, and then as soon as she realized how high up her hands were, she pulled them right back down.
I don't think so. Good court awareness.
Anderson now back to serve.
So the Huskies now find themselves down 4. It'll be interesting to see how they respond this set. There's an ace serve.
Nice assist from the net tape for Anderson. As that one's a hard ball to pass, and Coach Russell has seen enough as Saskatchewan has more than doubled up St. Mary's score.
This is pretty much the exact same thing that happened against the UBC Thunderbirds yesterday. UBC set 1 started really well, had Saskatchewan on their heels, and Saskatchewan came together as a team in between the first and second set and responded very, very well. Same thing happening here. They're up 5 in the second set nice and early.
CBC is the home for university sports in Canada. Catch the best youth sports women's hockey teams as they face off in the 2025 Miller Waste Systems Youth Sports Women's Hockey Championship in Woolwich, Ontario. The action begins next Thursday, March 20th on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. Youth sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Huskies are passing, the Saskatchewan Huskies are passing better now. I'd love to see them get second-year Jessica Bergstrom more involved in the middle, curling at the front, wearing number 4. At 6'1", she's super long, right? That's huge. Her reach is really high. She has lots of athletic prowess. Her blocks yesterday were ridiculous. It's what brought Saskatchewan right back into the game against UBC. Love to see them get her a little bit more involved in the offense here.
Yeah, she's only had 4 total attempts. If they can pass well enough to get her more volume, she could be very effective. And another ace off the hand of Keely Anderson. That's ace number 4 for Anderson so far this afternoon.
Yeah, she's rolling, playing extremely well tonight. St. Mary's almost hoping that ball was out and that they wouldn't have to make a play on it. Ooh.
There's the service error, however, from Anderson.
Put a little too much into that one. That can happen though. When you're rolling on the service line, you start to feel it a little bit, get in a rhythm, and then you can put a little bit more into each serve. A little too much on that one.
Kitakova back to serve. Pass from Hannah needs a little bit of support. Free ball sent over by Saskatchewan. Quick ball outside to Makanovich. And a big block for Jessica Bergstrom.
There she is, right on cue. Nice block.
And she's a little late to close, but she actually ended up in kind of perfect position to take away that cross-court lane from Makanovich.
Yeah, I think Bukanovic could do a little bit better with that one. Those were really late arms, almost not below the tape, but definitely late arms. She can do a little bit better there, I think.
Sear serve pass up by Bukanovic. Nice quick pace back-to-back
two
blocks for Jessica Bergstrom. You can even just see the amount of energy she brings when she puts a point on the board for her squad. We're going to have a substitution, something perhaps from Coach Darren Russell to just break up this serve. Number 11, Taylor Lougheed, she's coming on the floor for Blaskovitz.
Yeah, Lougheed last time didn't even get a chance to touch the ball as the serve sailed out. Let's see if she can do some directing here.
Tipped over by Luneski. Free ball sent over by Saskatchewan. Lougheed flicking it back to Fader. Some scrambles here for St. Mary's. Free ball sent over.
Not be surprised to see Bergstrom here, and there it is.
And another big swing for Jessica Bergstrom. The last 3 points for Saskatchewan have all been from her hand.
Not to mention her third block in 3 points earlier in that play, even though it was a play continue. Almost impossible to think she wasn't going to get the set there, the streak she's on right now.
Sear maybe just trying to do a little bit too much with that serve. But a nice run for Saskatchewan. Sydney Fader at the line for St. Mary's, and they got some work to do.
Morgan Hoskins in at libero now. St. Mary's running a 2 libero system. One of them a defensive specialist, one a passing specialist. So Hoskins in there right now to play defense as their team has the serve.
Service ace from Sydney Fader as that just splits the seam of Saskatchewan. Another tough serve and another ace for Fader. That is ace number 5 for the right side.
So we got number 10, Anderson, going off from the service line, and same with Sydney Fader as well.
Coach Mark Dodds making a change on the floor here for serve receive. Number 15, Abby Klein, in to relieve Taryn Hanna.
Yeah, we saw Klein come in as a passing sub yesterday as well when Taryn Hanna was being targeted from the service line, struggling a little bit. Let's see if Klein can help break up the rhythm here.
Klein, one of U of S's Saskatoon locals in her 3rd year, taking nursing. It's a nice pass from Flaman going back to Bergstrom, just popping it into the St. Mary's pot.
Nice job there for Bergstrom.
Just looking at the live stats, Bergstrom's efficiency, she has had 5 kills on just 6 attempts, 1 error. She's hitting at 67%. Bukanovic with the pass, going back to Luneski. And Borner just going away from traffic. That one was pretty close, but she had good patience to wait for it to cross the plane of the net so she could make a play on it. But if she was a little too greedy, that could have easily have been called as a net violation.
Yeah, could have gone either way there. Oh, really short serve, drops it in the bucket. That's an ace for Jessica Bergstrom. What a serve. That was like 3 feet past the net.
That was very impressive, and Saskatchewan with a lot more pep in their step here in set 2. St. Mary's perhaps a little complacent after that set 1 performance as they sailed to a relatively easy victory, but they can't take Saskatchewan lightly as Saskatchewan has come out guns a-blazing here in set 2.
16-8, doubling up their scores. Saskatchewan playing fantastic volleyball right now.
Now fans, U Sports wants to hear about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join the fan advisory panel. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and you can help shape the future of U Sports Championship broadcast by giving us some feedback, and you'll have a chance to win some awesome U Sports prizes. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca.
Bergstrom kind of doing it all right now. Attacking at 667, blocking. She has 5. 8 now aces from the service line too. She has both the power to go deep and drop it short. Let's see what she does here.
Nice pass up by Makanovich. And a smart choice from Taylor Lougheed. That's the first time we've seen the St. Mary's setter between Lougheed and Blaskovitz opt to go on two, so definitely caught Saskatchewan on their heels.
Nice job. She showed it really late too. Just a little bit of a set over the shoulder, down to the pot. The later you show that, the more likely it's going to be to score because the defense can't adjust. Tough for them to make a read when it's coming right as the ball's coming out of her hands.
Makanovich's serve finds the net. Now it'll be TL Hagel for Saskatchewan. Pass up from D'Souza, going out to Golding. Cross-court shot is picked up by Klein. Anderson finds a seam in St. Mary's block.
Nice job, Abby Klein, the 6-foot Saskatoon, Saskatchewan native. She sees the ball sailing way past the pin. There's no way that ball's gonna be able to hit down the line. It's impossible. She slides nice and sharp, easy dig for a very easy conversion for Keely Anderson on the right side.
Nice serve from Hagel. Lougheed going out to Golding. Deep shot is just an inch or two long.
Our line judge thinking long and hard about that one before making the call, which from my perspective was ultimately right. It looked like the ball sailed just long on the end line there, but tough call for sure.
Substitution for St. Mary's, number 5, Siri Tucker. She's going to relieve Brianna Golding. Pass up from Makanovich. Going outside to Tucker, tipping. That takes Hagel out of the equation. Anderson cutting in.
Wow, what a shot.
That is a challenging angle for a right-handed right side to go all the way inside, redirect it back to the corner almost.
Yeah, they call that one the inside out. She goes inside the court to cut the ball off, and then because her shoulders are square to the net, she's able to cut it back to the corner. That was an awesome shot. She's playing great this set.
Pass up from Makanovich. Flicking it back to Luneski. Klein on the attack. And a heavy hand from the substitute, Abby Klein. Saskatchewan is getting into a very nice groove here in set 2.
Bria D'Souza in the right spot there to make a play on the ball, but that was hit with such velocity she couldn't bring it back in. Great swing from Abby Klein, nicely done.
Pass up from Makanovich. And Lougheed once again takes things into her own hands.
Gabby Flaman right there. She's right there to make the play. Great read. Gets her hand underneath, but not enough force on that to pop the ball up. How about Taylor Lougheed, though? She's doing a great job setting the ball, making good decisions, and also taking matters into her own hands sometimes.
Hahn back to serve. Pass up from Flaman. Anderson cutting inside and going off 1 foot. St. Mary's not quite able to corral that one. Saskatchewan puts another point on the board as we're in the red zone.
Almost saw this coming at the end of the first set with Saskatchewan's bounce back. They had a bit of a lull in the middle of the first set. But the end of the set, they were definitely trending in the right direction. Not surprised to see them playing as well as they are right now.
Klein's serve drops on the end line. She's come in off the bench and has been a very impressive presence for her squad.
Yeah, nice job for the substitute Klein. Service line on defense, great job.
Pass up from Makanovich, teeing it up for Tucker. Nice slow down by the Saskatchewan block. Back to Anderson, going deep. And off of 1 foot, we have another sub on the floor there. That was Esther Wildeboer.
No. Teal Hagel and Keely Anderson colliding just in front of the 3-meter line. Keely Anderson with her hands up saying, sorry, yep, my bad, my bad.
Looks like everybody's okay. Lougheed to serve. And that dropped in the corner. some hesitation there, perhaps from Abby Klein.
Now, if you're Coach Darren Russell for St. Mary's, who are you putting out at setter? Do you stay with Taylor Law, who's played well, or do you go back to your original starter in Grace Blaskovitz? Be interesting to see going forward what happens. Lougheed's played well. She's played very well since going in.
Yeah, that's the one thing you want as a coach, is to be spoiled for choice, and when you have options,
Right.
you can go to either.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Speaking of spoiled for choice, Coach Mark Dodds, he's gone to his bench 3 separate times now this set with all of his substitutes doing an excellent job as they come into play. Abby Klein, now Haley Poyer from the service line.
The deep serve sails a little bit long, but Saskatchewan has several possible set points to work with. Siri Tucker now to serve for the Huskies. Saskatchewan Huskies, I should say.
You were right the first time.
Pass up from Sear. Flicking it back to Anderson. Nice slow down by the St. Mary's block. Makanovich fends off yet another Saskatchewan set point.
Yeah, that's someone's name we haven't called it on this set. Makanovich has not been super involved in the offense. St. Mary's mostly on the back foot, not running their offense particularly well, and also a couple of huge service runs where Makanovich gets stuck in the back row.
And a service error from Tucker will hand the last 25th point to Saskatchewan as they take the second set 25-14. We're going to need some more volleyball. Come back to set 3. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest.
Bisons are on the move, always on the go, charging ahead, making a difference in Manitoba and around the world. In transportation, in Canadian football, and in journalism. Where can you find Bisons? Right here, at the center of it all.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est icitout.tv.
CBC Sports is the home for university sports in Canada. Catch the best U Sports men's hockey teams as they face off in the 2025 BioSteel University Cup live from Ottawa. The action begins on Thursday, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Now, Josh, you have some stats in front of you across those first 2 sets. The story between set 1 and set 2 was very different. What do you see on the stat sheet?
I mean, it's just completely opposite for what we saw in the first set. Saskatchewan that set, fantastic on offense. They more than doubled St. Mary's kills. They had 11 kills that set to St. Mary's 5. They also hit 667, while St. Mary's hit in the negatives. Negative 043, siding out at 36%. Notably, Mikanovic, 1 kill in the second set. Only 1 kill after 5 in the first set. So if your best attacker is only having 1 kill, you're probably going to be in for a bit of a rough time. So St. Mary's needs to convert more on offense here, and Saskatchewan's just got to keep it rolling because they had a great second set after a weak first set.
Nice recovery from St. Mary's. Howell Borner will find a way to score after she gets a second opportunity.
Yeah, there's the veteran's second kill, only second kill of the match. She's been excellent on defense, but only her second kill. That's a great run by setter T.L. Hagel. Pushes her over back to position 1, no blocker in sight. Good floor kill.
Howell Borner now back to serve. And a nice serve it is. Pass from Golding. It's a bit shaky, but Mikanovic handles it well in transition.
Yeah, Mikanovic there, nice swing. A lot of fire, really amped up. After only 1 kill in the previous set, you know she's going to want some more this set. A lot of fire after that huge kill.
Blaskovitz to serve. Pass up from Sears right on the dot. And look at that run from Saskatchewan.
There
that
we
pass
go.
could not have been more perfect. And look at the opportunities that opens up.
Wow. Pietkova out to lunch there on her blocking assignment. The X play did exactly its job. Confused the middle blocker. Free bounce. That's hitting lines for Rosetta Sear. Nice swing.
Anderson serve pass up by D'Souza. Back row attack from Mikanovic. She'll get on the scoreboard early here. Like you said, only 1 kill in set 2. That is a player that St. Mary's needs to get activated in set 3.
Yeah, it's almost like they know she didn't get anything in the second set. They're getting her involved from the back row right now. She's already doubled up her kills from last set.
Golding serve, pass up nicely by Sear. Back to Bergstrom. Another nice side out from Saskatchewan. It's kill number 7 on just 8 attempts for Jessica Bergstrom.
Well done. Hitting 714. Wow.
Sear to serve now for Saskatchewan. That one just skims over the net. Out to Mikanovic. Powering through the Saskatchewan Huskies block.
St. Mary's 4 points, 3 of them coming off the hand of Mikanovic.
Pietkova back to serve. Pass up from Klein, who got the start in set 3. Another heavy-handed swing, but to play continue. Hagel taking things into her own hands. Fader recycled off the block. Mikanovic off the hands of the Saskatchewan blockers, out of bounds for the kill.
Mikanovic, as if to say, fine, I'll do it all, no problem. 4 points of St. Mary's 5. She's on fire to start the third set. We kind of knew she'd get more involved.
Pietkova's service pass up beautifully by Klein, tipped over by
Wow, what a
Bergstrom.
block. Nicely done.
Another tip from Saskatchewan. Free ball sent over. Outside to Klein, ripping on the ball. She squeaks through the St. Mary's blockers.
What a game Abby Klein is having. Till Hagel does a great job. She lays her up, gives her extra time on that ball for her to get on top of it because she had sucked in to pass the ball on serve receive. Nice job.
Bergstrom now to serve for the Huskies.
Oh.
She trips up on her serve approach and just can't quite get her footing.
I mean, even if that ball would have gone off of the net, you have to imagine that's a service fault. She kind of tossed the ball, caught it, and then tossed it again, which you definitely can't do.
Fader to serve for the St. Mary's. Pass up from Sear. Outside to Klein.
Ooh, good reach. She's reaching so high there. Just a bit of a misfire. Goes long. Great set, though. I love it.
Rosie Sear is passing very well here for the Huskies. They seem to be picking on her, but she's handling it beautifully.
Foot faults.
Yeah, rare foot fault there as Fader's toes are across the end line.
Coach Russell checking with his assistants. Was she over? They nodded yes. Yep, she was in fact over, Coach. No need to make a stink.
Tail Hagel now to serve for Saskatchewan. Nice pass from nice serve from Hagel as it just dropped past the 3-meter line. Golding thought she was in perfect position, but it ended up just a little bit out of her reach.
Yeah, ball gettable, I think, too. Obviously a bit of a shank, but I think someone probably could have recovered that. They all three people in pursuit kind of pulled up right at the end of that.
Another nice serve, pass up better that time by Golding. Klein on the attack. That one skims in front of the St. Mary's blockers. Now, if we take a look at the stats from Abby Klein, that is kill number 3 on 6 attempts. Only 1 error, so she's hitting above 300, which is pretty solid for an outside attacker.
Yeah, she's playing excellent right now. Obviously a lot of trust, even though she's coming off the bench. Hagel definitely has a lot of trust in her ability to play.
A nice serve once again by TL Hagel as that drops on the end line. And a switch up there as she drops it short. Klein cutting way inside and a big block. That looked like it was, Luaneski on the block. She was supported there by Blaskovitz.
Yeah, Luaneski does a great job. She has all the time in the world to get over. That bump set is pretty high. She has a lot of time to get there. Steals the block up, presses it right down. Nice job. Hard swing from Klein, too, making the block look even more impressive. Ooh,
beautiful
big
side
swing.
out.
Nice job. Julia Howell-Borner. Nice job. 6'2" middle, 50-year, out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Huge kill back to position 1. Excuse me, 5.
Abby Klein now to serve. Just a foot or two long.
Yeah, that's a couple missed serves now for Abby Klein. Pretty fired up on offense. Maybe a little bit too much adrenaline back at the service line.
Luaneski to serve. That serve is wide on the far sideline.
Julia Howell-Borner playing a little bit of a game of dodgeball there, getting out of the way of that one.
Howell-Borner now back to serve. Pass up by Makanovich, outside to Golding. Nice power through the Saskatchewan block for Brianna Golding.
Yeah, Golding, the 6'1" outside hitter from Pickering, Ontario. Great job there, getting right on top of the ball, ripping it off the block. It's nothing more frustrating as a blocker than being in the right spot, sealing up to the net, and still getting your hands blown up.
Blaskovitz to serve here. Pass up from Sear. Nice quick set to the middle to Bergstrom. She'll set it over. Fader squeaking through
Nice
the
dig.
Saskatchewan block, but a decent dig from Saskatchewan extends. Good chase down from Klein. Free ball sent over by Saskatchewan. Back to Fader for another opportunity. And this one is out of reach for the Huskies for Saskatchewan, but Fader finally picks up the kill she's been looking for.
Abby Klein, excellent on defense. Nicely done. Picks up 2 huge balls. Big chase down at the end of the court. Almost got that third one, too, if it wouldn't have taken a touch off the top of the block.
Pass up from Klein, outside to Sear. Nice job there by Rosie Sear as that goes off the block and into the antenna.
Oh, Sydney Fader so close. Her hands are in the right spot. She gives her about a ball width of space to hit down the line. Still, Rosie Sear, great swing. Hits it, takes that space, hits it right off the block and out. Nice job.
Anderson to serve. Pass up by D'Souza, going out to Fader, swinging deep cross court. That's a nice shot from number 2, Sydney Fader.
Yeah, she fooped that one a little bit. Not exactly the shot she thought she was going to hit, but still, nonetheless, drops in on the end of the cart.
Brianna Golding now back to serve for St. Mary's. Pass up from Sears right on the dot, and she gets the give and go down the line. However, it will be about a foot wide, but I don't mind that look from Rosie Sear.
Yeah, nice job. They're giving her the line to take right now. They're daring her to hit it, so she goes for it, just over-rotates a little bit, hits it out. Great idea, though.
Pass up from Sear. She'll get another opportunity.
Oh, well done. Very crafty. Off-speed shot, rolls it off the arms of the block and out. Nice shot out of system from Rosie Sear there. Really, really nicely done.
That's a good example of just taking care of the ball. She had the opportunity to swing if she wanted to, but she knew she had 2 solid hands in front of her, so she's going to use that block to her advantage. Pass up by D'Souza, going outside to Mikanova, dug up by Sear and thrown over by Bergstrom. Fader on the attack, and it goes off the block, out of bounds. Sydney Fader getting on a bit of a roll here in set 3.
Yeah, the Huskies now, they've built themselves a little lead of 2. And now they have Mikanovic back in the front row. Look to see her get more involved over these next couple of points if they can start to get a couple of digs.
Piatakova to serve. Tough pass. Free ball sent over by Saskatchewan. That takes Blaskovitz out of the equation. Fader, nice slow down by the Saskatchewan block. Klein off-speed shot, once again taking Blaskovitz out of the equation. Fader once again, picked up by Flamen. And a quick set
nice
to
job.
Bergstrom.
Well done, Bergstrom.
Nice transition middle run there for Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan doing a great job there of when they're out of system, they're putting the ball in strategic places to take the setter out on the St. Mary's side so they can't run their offense. Great job out of system from Saskatchewan in that last rally to earn the point.
Bergstrom serve pass from Golding goes up and over. Out to Klein, and a big block by Luneski.
That is a huge block. Great reach from Luneski there. Klein hits that ball so hard that when that block is sealed up on her, it comes down so fast.
Yeah, Saskatchewan, no chance at a recovery off of a block with that much pace.
Not a chance.
Fader now to serve. And Fader with an ace. She has been incredibly successful from the service line. That is ace number 6 for Sydney Fader. She's the game leader. Going back to Klein, that one's handled a little better. She'll now get a give and go.
Nice dig.
Picked up by Mikanovic. She'll get a chance to swing.
Ooh,
and a
big
massive
block.
That is a tandem of Howell Borner and TL Hagel.
Nice block. One big roof begets another, I guess. Straight down to the floor. Nice block from the 50-year. I think she got the bulk of that swing.
Hagel now to serve for Saskatchewan. Pass up by Mikanovic. From her knees, Blaskovitz goes back for the step, but it's tipped over.
Nice bump set. Well done. Bump set from TL Hagel across the court. Great kill from Abby Klein there. It's not an easy swing to make.
St. Mary's going to make a change here as number 11, Taylor Loughy. She's coming on the floor for Grace Blaskovitz. Hagel causing all kinds of trouble for St. Mary's as she strings together a few points from the line. Pass up by Mikanovic, feeding it right back to her. She'll squeak through the block of Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that comes down the front of Julia Howell-Borner. Arms not quite sealed all the way to the net.
Kanovich to serve. Bit of a shaky pass from Klein. Some help needed. Tight
Nice
to the
ball,
net.
Gabby Fleming.
Anderson doesn't quite have a good angle to see what's happening across the net, and she tips it right into the blocker's hands, but that's a challenging opportunity for Keely Anderson.
Great block by Taylor Lougheed there. She gets up. Perfect timing on the block to throw that ball back down.
Pass up from Klein is tight to the net, tipped
Oh,
into
well
no
done.
man's land. Howell-Borner with great court vision.
And a great one-handed set by Teal Hagel. Running in from the back row to tee that up with one hand.
Klein to serve. Pass up by Makanovich going out to Golding. Golding with her reach. If she can get a ball tight to the net, she can squeak around a block from left, right, center, and that's a perfect example of it right there.
What a swing. Super high contact right inside the block. Nicely done. Way to cut that ball off.
Serving substitution here for St. Mary's, number 4, Madison Hahn. She's going to serve in Lewineski's spot. Pass up from Sear going back to Anderson, recycled off the block. Anderson just tipping it over.
A little unconventional there.
Sear looking
nice
down,
shot
the
down the
line. Makanovich going all the way to Golding, and that one just a tricky ball to find with that height, and it'll be Saskatchewan that comes out on top of that. Kind of sloppy rally, but some resiliency on display.
I actually really like Brianna Golding there. She goes to make a recycle on that ball. I think she needed to contact it a little higher. No fault at all. That's a really tough ball to make a play on. But it looked like she went to make a recycle on the ball, and it just fell with no one in the zone to help her recycle it. Wow, nice dump.
Smart choice there from Taylor Lougheed. The pace of the pass was coming at her so quickly, and she just goes with the flow, throwing it into the open space. And of course, she's a smart setter. She knows that there's a middle playing defense in 5 and not a libero. So chances are that's an opportunity that's going to score.
She's got great energy. Everyone on the bench really stoked to see her do well out there. Nicely done, Taylor Lougheed.
Blaskovitz back in to serve. Pass from Klein goes right into the hands of Brianna Golding. She'll flush that down.
She was up early to put that ball down to the floor. Golding, the 6'1", third-year out of Pickering, Ontario. And now head coach Darren Russell of St. Mary's is going to collect his girls as Mark Dodds calls a timeout. Getting into the business end of this third set here.
This is the back and forth we kind of expected to see going into this matchup.
Absolutely.
And now that the teams have both settled in a little bit, they each have a set under their belts. This is the type of volleyball I think we're going to see for the rest of this matchup.
Yeah, it's been really, really back and forth. St. Mary's kind of built that 4-point lead on the back of service pressure. Service pressure, knocking Saskatchewan out and then transitioning balls. There's been a lot of scrappy defense on both sides, but St. Mary's has found themselves coming out on the right side of a lot of these longer rallies.
Absolutely, Josh. Now, CBC Sports is the home for university sports in Canada. Catch the gold medal game of the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship right here in Winnipeg on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on CBC Sports. All of the action for U Sports Women's Volleyball Gold is exclusively on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and in the CBC Sports app. U Sports on CBC. Chase the glory. Blaskovitz will be the one to serve out of that timeout. Pass up from Klein. Puts Hagel on the run, but nicely executed there from Sear as they recycle it off the block. She'll get another chance. Thrown over by Pitakova. Back to Anderson. Cut off by Mikanovich. Now to be Golding tipping over. That takes Hagel out of the equation. Anderson another opportunity. Throwing it deep. Blaskovitz having to play defense. Golding to the corner, but Klein is in good position.
Oh, nice set.
Really are trying to get something activated here for Anderson, and just a cheeky tip into the pot from Piatakova will earn the point for St. Mary's.
That's exactly what we were just talking about in the timeout. Huge rally St. Mary's laying it all out to make sure they win that point. Again, they end up on the right side of that long rally. They're up 5 here, 22-17 with 3 points to close.
Velasquez stringing together a few points from the service line. Nice pass from Sear right into the setter's pocket, but good dig. Looking deep there is Golding, but Klein is in good position. Anderson lines up against Golding, and Golding comes out on top of the one-on-one.
Straight down, what a block. Didn't call Golding's name a ton early in this match. She is making a statement in this third set. Nice block.
Now, sensing some frustration there from Keely Anderson is she got a lot of opportunities, but the defense from St. Mary's was not giving her any room to score, and Coach Dodds making a change as Taryn Hanna comes on the floor to relieve Anderson. And Blaskovitz, in the meantime, picks up an ace from the service line, bringing St. Mary's to a possible set point.
Nicely done. We're seeing Taryn Hanna come in for Saskatchewan at opposite. She's been playing left side earlier in this match. Possibly wants a different matchup on Brianna Golding here.
Nice chase down by Klein. She's had a couple of those where she just does not give up on the ball. Back to Fader, recycled off the block, and St. Mary's can't quite pick it up. Huskies coming out on top.
Yeah, that's an error for Grace Blaskovitz. She has a left side matchup where the defender in Taryn Hanna is running after chasing a ball, so she has a wide open look on the left side. Instead, flips it into the double block on the right. That's a set she probably wants back.
Pass up by Mikanovich.
Nice
And
swing.
Pietkova, beautiful side out from St. Mary's to close out this third set. They take it 25-18, and they are now up 2-1 over Saskatchewan. We're going to need some more volleyball ahead. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship on CBC.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est icitout.tv.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
CBC Sports is the home for university sports in Canada. Catch the gold medal game of the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on CBC Sports. All of the action for U Sports Women's Volleyball Gold is exclusively on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and in the CBC Sports app. U Sports on CBC. Chase the glory. Now, Josh, we have some stats in front of us from those first 3 sets. Now we have St. Mary's up 2-1. Anything jumping out at you across the stat sheet?
I mean, we're just going flip-flop, 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 right? St. Mary's first set, they hit 357. Second set, negative 043. And then the third set, back up to 344. Same thing for Saskatchewan, hitting 120 in the first set. Almost 700 in the second set, and now 147. So a lot of peaks and valleys for both teams in this match so far. If Saskatchewan want to survive to see a 5th set, they're going to have to find some of that second set action.
Nice transition to Jessica Bergstrom in the middle. Saskatchewan puts the first point on the board here in set 4.
Yeah, we didn't call her name very much in that third set. She wasn't super involved, maybe because the Saskatchewan passing broke down a little bit. But yeah, they'd love to get her a little bit more involved in this third set. Or 4th set, excuse me.
Rosie Sear back to serve for Saskatchewan. Pass up from Golding. Looking in the middle to Pietkova, but I don't think that quite cleared the height of the net.
I think that might go down as a block for, yeah, nice one-handed Kong block there. Nicely done. Well done by Bergstrom. She loves this side. I think it's this side for her, honestly.
Pass from D'Souza. That'll count as an ace for Rosie Sear. That's her second ace of the night.
Keely Anderson back out there this set after she was subbed out late in the third set, and Abby Klein getting the start in this 4th set as well after playing very, very well through the last 2 sets. Oh, nice shot.
Textbook side out from St. Mary's.
That was really impressive there. Golding shows shoulders flat to the net and then goes wrist away, back sharp to position 4. Nice swing from Brianna Golding.
Blaskovitz to serve now for St. Mary's. Pass up from Sear. Feeding it for the C-ball run for Anderson. Golding another chance. Looking to tip, and I like that creative placement. Just doesn't clear the net. Looked like Abby Klein was ready to scoop up that one. Got a pretty good jump on the play.
Yeah, Abby Klein's been excellent reading those tips and those swings that are where the ball's traveling past the antenna. She seems to always be in the right spot.
Jessica Bergstrom to serve. Pass up from D'Souza. Flicking it back to Golding. Sear gets under it. But the second touch is right into the hands of Pietkova.
Pietkova, nice over bump kill. She kind of whipped on it a little bit, but it was still enough to go straight down to the floor and earn that point.
Yeah, I think Keely Anderson will want that one back as she takes that second contact and tries to get something started for her outside, but gives one to St. Mary's instead. Fader attacking on the right side. And
right off the head.
Loses the ball off the block. That'll be one for Saskatchewan.
Interesting one. Julia Howell-Borner jumping on that second ball to set her her left side Abby Klein there, who did good to get a swing out of it from behind the attack line there, and then followed up with a really nice block.
TL Hagel to serve now for Saskatchewan. She's been very effective from the service line.
Yeah, she's been excellent.
Pass up from D'Souza, causing some troubles here for St. Mary's.
Nice bump set. Huge block.
Another big block for Julia Howell-Borner.
She has had some excellent blocks and an early timeout from Coach Darren Russell of St. Mary's, and Saskatchewan out to a screaming fast start, up 6-2 in this 4th set. Is exactly the start they needed.
Absolutely. I'm not even necessarily sure if it's the score that's the concern. It's just the amount of energy and momentum that Saskatchewan seems to have. They're firing on all cylinders. They're executing at a high level, and St. Mary's is playing from their heels, and that's something he's going to need to address early in this 4th set if St. Mary's wants to be, you know, a relevant piece of this set 4. Now, the men's U Sports Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union, is headed to the campus of Brandon University across the province here in Manitoba on March 21st through 23rd. Ticket packages for that tournament are almost sold out, so scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen or visit usporttickets.ca to guarantee your seats. The 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union in Brandon, Manitoba. Coming up soon, Chase the Glory. Really quick timeout there for St. Mary's. They're back on the floor, ready to roll, just waiting for the Saskatchewan Huskies, to catch up.
Yeah, I think St. Mary is going to be looking to get Mikanovic back involved in the offense here. She's in that front row spot now, so the opportunity is there to get her the ball.
And an assist from the net tape on the serve from TL Hagel.
Nice.
That'll count as an ace on the stat sheet.
I think St. Mary's is owed one of those now. They started off with more of them, but they definitely deserve a couple more of those now. Saskatchewan definitely has more. That net can be cruel sometimes.
That is ace number 12 for Saskatchewan as a collective. That is a phenomenal stat. Mikanovic cutting inside.
Nice dig by Flaman. Great swing, Klein. Abby Klein, huge kill. Swinging deep to position 5, just inside the block. Well done.
Yeah, she's peeled pretty far off the net, but doesn't try to do anything fancy with it. Just looks for the deep corner, which is often where you find the open court. Another tough serve. Decently handled by Golding. Mikanovic. Big block as that tags Mikanovic on its way to the floor.
I thought it did too. A little bit of protest, but I thought it hit her as well.
Okay, so that is in favor of St. Mary's.
Oh, okay, so it did miss her. It did miss her on the way out.
Piatakova to serve. Pass up from Flaming. Flicking it back to Klein, and with some finesse.
Nicely.
She's been ripping on opportunities that go her way. So I like this changeup from Abby Klein.
Wow, you'd have to imagine if Saskatchewan are able to win this and the next set to advance to the Consolation final, that Abby Klein will get the nod from head coach Mark Dodds. She's been excellent this set.
She's now back to serve. Pass up from D'Souza, going out to Fader. And the block does land just on that far sideline.
Yeah, let's take a look, see if this ball got above the tape. I'm not sure it did. Either way, it doesn't matter. Saskatchewan point. Abby Klein at the service line still. Saskatchewan up 10-7 over St. Mary's.
Also a substitution from Coach Russell is number 12, Esther Wildeboer. She'll check in for Sydney Fader. Mikanovic having to cut that one back as the set was well outside, getting a second opportunity.
Well done. Nice take there by TL Hagel.
Deep free ball sent over by Sear. And a solid transition middle from St. Mary's. Lewineski picking up the kill.
Yeah, Lewineski, the native of Burnaby, BC, in her 4th year. Great job on that point, getting a swing back to position 1, catching the middle blocker out.
Wildeboer now back to serve for St. Mary's. Pass from Flaman is handled nicely by Hagel. Out to Mikanovic. Nice slowdown by the Huskies. Block, back row attack from Klein. That is a ton of credit to TL Hagel to scoop that one up as it dropped dead past the block. She was having to dig deep for that one.
And a great back row swing from Abby Klein as well. Nice job converting on a tough bump set from the back row.
Julia Howell-Borner now to serve. Pass up from D'Souza, going outside to Mikanovic. She finds her way around that Huskies block, around the Saskatchewan block.
Nice shot from Mikanovic. Looked like she went inside that second blocker, meaning the block was probably not positioned quite properly if she got around to the inside with that much ease.
Mikanovic now back to serve. And a service ace to follow up that kill. She looks very serious back there, like she means some business. She's got some work to do here for her squad.
Yeah, she's not messing around. They got quite the hole to pull themselves out of, still trailing 5 here in the 4th set.
Nice pass by Klein right on the dot. Anderson gets a one-on-one, but recycled off the block. Now second opportunity, looking down the line, and what a pickup from Hoskins, the libero. Sear, another pickup from Hoskins. Rolled over from Golding. Sear looking down the line, and that one will finally stick. She'll pick up the kill.
That one gets a fist pump from Mark Dodds, coach of Saskatchewan. You love that one. I thought that was excellent distribution from Teal Hagel. I think there were a couple times in that set where even I was expecting the ball to get to Bergstrom, but she's flipping it behind her head. She's pushing it out to Rosie Sear on the left side. Nice job from Teal Hagel in that rally there.
Also want to give some credit to the defensive libero for St. Mary's. You know, Morgan Hoskins had 2, if not 3, really solid digs in that extended rally. Golding on the attack, slamming that inside the Saskatchewan block.
Maybe a bit of a late press there from Bergstrom.
Yeah, the angle of that ball. Nice execution there from Golding.
And Golding's rivaling Mikanovic there on the left side. She's playing really well, getting the ball a lot and converting on a lot of her swings.
Oneski service pass up by Klein. Outside to Sear. She's having to adjust her approach. Back to Wildeboer, but it finds the net.
That's a pretty heads-up set from Grace Blaskovitz to go backwards against the grain, noticing that Golding has pulled in to make that dig. Great setting choice. Imperfect execution, but there's some good stuff there for sure.
Sear now to serve. Nice pass from D'Souza, looking in the middle to Pietkova. Anderson was there to pick up the dig, but just popped it right back into the kitchen of Pietkova. So she takes full advantage of her second opportunity.
Yeah, Pietkova, also a native of Minsk, Belarus, same as Mikanovic. They played there before coming to play for St. Mary's.
Serve from Blaskovitz, sails a couple feet long. Jessica Bergstrom now to serve for Saskatchewan. Pass up from D'Souza, going outside to Wildeboer. Trying to cut that one sharp, but will not clear the net.
Yeah, that's back-to-back errors for Wildeboer. She's struggling a little bit out there right now. It's a little word of encouragement from Pietkova, though.
Bergstrom service pass up by Mikanovic. Just rolled over from St. Mary's. Sear out of the pipe run, scooped up by Mikanovic. Now Wildeboer with an off-speed shot, just taking good care of the ball, drops that in front of the Huskies defense.
That was a great pipe run from Rosie Sear there. I think there was like about 2 millimeters between her shoe and the 3-meter line. That's just a lot of practice, knowing exactly where you are on the court and where you need to be.
Golding service pass up nicely by Klein. She gets rewarded with the set, but she'll tip it over with her left hand. Mikanovic.
Oh, nice dig.
Cut off by Sear. Klein off the block, out of bounds, will finally get the kill.
Man, Saskatchewan not going down without a fight. Despite a pretty disappointing third set, they've responded extremely well. How about Rosie Sear flying around in the backcourt, digging up everything that's coming her way?
Hagel's service pass up by D'Souza, going out to Mikanovic. Off the outside hand of Anderson for the kill.
Yeah, sometimes as blockers, you're doing everything you can. You're sealed, you're pressed. Everything's there for you to be successful in your block, and still you can get bested by the attacker. It's going to happen from time to time. Keely Anderson shakes that one off. Now she's the opposite's located on the left side for this one rotation.
Pietkova's passed up by Flaman, going out to Anderson, swinging deep, cut off by Golding. Mikanovic going cross court, Flaman with another dig. Klein squeaking through the block. Pietkova gets a hand under it, tipped over. Anderson
nice
out.
set.
All the way out to Makanovich. And she'll find her way around that Saskatchewan block. It looks like Howell Borner might have been a little late to close, and Makanovich is not someone you can give a seam to.
Yeah, seam, no seam, double block, triple block. She's finding a way to score on everything. What a swing by Makanovich.
Pass up from Sears right on the dot. Tipped over by Howell Borner. Pietkova lays out for it.
Oh!
Beautiful transition from St. Mary's.
Nice shot by Esther Wildeboer, the 6'2" rookie out of Ottawa, Ontario. Nice shot to go wrist away down the line.
You also gotta love when that attack is started by a pancake dig.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when you gotta win for your team, when someone lays out on the floor to get the ball up.
Yeah, that one a bit of an unconventional play by Teal Hagel. You might watch that and be a little bit confused, but she's a back row player, so she had to pull her hands down at the last minute. So even if that ball gets dug up, that would be called as a back row violation against Saskatchewan.
Coach Mark Dodd's going to use a timeout of his own here as St. Mary's pulls within 3 points. Just a reminder that St. Mary's is up 2-1 over Saskatchewan. Now, fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join our fan advisory panel. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and you can help shape the future of the U Sports Championship broadcast by giving us your feedback, and you'll also get a chance to win some amazing U Sports prizes. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca.
A lot of great volleyball on both sides of the net here. I think Saskatchewan kind of thought that they were just going to walk away with that one, but St. Mary's not going down without a fight. They're now within 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not out of the woods yet. They still have a lot of work to do, but Saskatchewan's got to rally if they want to win this set to earn the right to play a 5th.
It'll be Pietkova to serve out of that timeout. Deep serve, pass up nicely by Sear. Outside to Anderson, recycled off the block. Anderson, another opportunity, roll shot, scooped up by Blaskovitz.
Oh, I don't know about that contact.
Oh, and just some miscommunication there from Saskatchewan. It'll be a kill from Wildeboer, but Saskatchewan has some hesitations on defense.
I'd like to see a little bit more zip on this serve from Pietkova. That was kind of a cupcake deep into the court, almost a little bit of a scared serve. They got away with it. They pull within 2. But I'd like to see her put a little bit more zip and a little bit of pressure on Saskatchewan, who are really feeling it right now after giving up a huge lead.
Taryn Hanna subbed in for Keely Anderson. Pass up from Sear. Looking in the middle to Howell Borner. Nice turn to position 1. Julia Howell Borner has not had her number called a ton in tonight's match, but she has been efficient.
You see what I mean, though? She puts in that light serve to the deep court, so Saskatchewan is able to pass perfectly, and then they run their middle. Howell Borner hitting .556. She's 5 kills on 9 attempts with 0 errors.
Wildeboer with a big swing on the right side. Nice that the rookie is getting a little more comfortable out there. She had a shaky couple of attempts when she first got put on the floor, but since then she has kicked it into a different gear. Now, Coach Russell is doing a double sub situation here, so she's coming to the bench, but not for a poor performance by any means.
Yeah, she'll probably be back right away. In fact, that was a massive kill down the line. She completely blew up Gabby Fleming.
Pass up by Fleming. Out to Sear. Cross court shot is just a bit wide.
And now they pull within 1. We have a game on our hands with Saskatchewan in a do or die situation. They need to win this set in order to earn the right to play a 5th here.
Pass by Klein. Needs a bit of help there. Hannah's just going to set it over, taking Lougheed out of the equation. Makanovich going cross court. What a massive block. Howell Borner and Taryn Hanna completely lock up Makanovich.
That is a big, big block.
Substitution coming on the floor here for Saskatchewan. We're going to have Haley Poyer check in for Julia Howell Borner.
Yeah,
Poyer into serve.
Coach Dodd seems to go to Haley Poyer in these kind of late set serving situations. She did a great job delivering strikes earlier in the match and yesterday too.
Another tough serve pass up by Makanovich. She'll get the give and go very tight to the net.
Oh, nice job.
Good job on Hannah to pick that one up off the block. Recycled opportunity here. Sear just adjusting her approach. D'Souza stepping in to help out Makanovich. Another big block from Saskatchewan. A good chase down attempt from St. Mary's, but to no avail. Saskatchewan picks up the point off the block.
Yeah, Taylor Lougheed laying it out for her team there. Didn't quite get there, but what a remarkable effort there from the setter. Nicely done. Also, Jessica Bergstrom, what a block there. Holy moly.
Pass up from Makanovich is right on the money. She'll get the one-on-one.
What a dig.
Flaman gets under it for a big dig, but it's well over here into the scorer's table.
Almost took out our friends to the right here doing the French broadcast. They're having a good laugh about that right now. It was nearly a direct impact. Luckily, we're all fine from the commentators' table.
Makanovich's serve sails a bit long. That'll bring Taryn Hannah around to serve for Saskatchewan. And a service ace it'll be. Coach Russell using his second and final timeout here in set number 4. Now, just a reminder, St. Mary's is up 2-1. It is do or die for Saskatchewan, and they do have the lead here in set 4. So St. Mary's really avoiding a 5th set barn burner, as Saskatchewan is not going away quietly, that's for sure.
You'd also hate to lose the 4th heading into the 5th, where all the momentum is on the other side of the net. Where in a 5th, starting strong is so important. The set's only to 15. So the team, they often say the first team to 8 is at such a massive, massive advantage. So you need to start quickly if we get to a 5th. Now, it's not over yet. They're only in a 4-point hole. We've seen them overcome deficits like this over the course of this match. So it's about how they respond coming out of this timeout.
Now, we are spoiled for volleyball this year in Manitoba as the 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union is heading to the campus of Brandon University just across the province from March 21st through 23rd. Ticket packages for the tournament are almost sold out, so visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat. The 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union, coming to Brandon, Manitoba. Chase the glory. Taryn Hannah will be the one to serve out of that timeout. Pass up by Golding is right on the money. She'll get the give and go. What a cross-court, sharp, sharp shot from Brianna Golding.
And that is a 3-point for Brianna Golding. She must have, what, 3-4 of those kills, 4 to 4? Nice job. It's so tough to defend too, especially depending on how you have your defensive alignment set up if you're Saskatchewan. If you're leaving that spot and saying you're daring the opposition to hit that spot and they are, that's a gamble you're willing to take, depending on how you're setting up defensively.
Madison Hahn in as a service sub there. Bergstrom just tipping it over. Good opportunity here for Saskatchewan with the free ball. Sear ripping on it. Nice slowdown by the St. Mary's block. Tossed deep, but Hannah's there with the coverage. Sear another chance. Looking down the line, and it tags it perfectly. She has had a field day with that deep line shot. When they give her space at the block, she is taking full advantage of running with it.
I would love to see Taylor Lougheed mix in one of those pot dumps if there's a good opportunity. Now, don't force it, but you've scored it 3 times. It might be open if you use it in the right situation. So I'd love to see that mixed in here.
Pass up by Golding. Feeding it right back to her off speed. Nice pickup by Poyer. Golding another chance. And another cross-court kill for Brianna Golding.
Yeah, Golding especially hot in these last 2 sets. She's playing fantastic. She's up to 10 kills on the match. 11 kills, that's 11. She's hitting 200 on 30 attempts with 5 errors.
But after the first 3 sets, Golding only had 7 kills, so she's picked up 4 just in this 4th set alone.
Yeah, she's on fire. She loves that cross-court swing, too. Oh,
and
huge
a big
block.
Pietkova and Sydney Fader locking up Abby Klein. Blaskovitz back to serve now for St. Mary's. Pass up from Hannah, outside to Klein. Another big block. I think if she wasn't in her own way there, that block might have landed out of bounds, but she's just landing. She can't get out of the way in time to save herself from that point, but another solid, well-established block from St. Mary's.
Yeah, it's tough. It seems like she's waiting a little bit for that ball to drop, making it way easier for St. Mary's to lock down that block. She's got to meet this ball really high here.
Tip opportunity picked up by Blaskovitz. Fader slowed down by Saskatchewan's block. Another chance for Klein, looking deep and just out of bounds, but it did not miss by much.
Yeah, Coach Dodds must be thinking about taking a timeout here. They've given up a 4-point run here, and he is going to take a timeout, give his team a second to reset. St. Mary's, wow, what a rally. They were down big early in this set. They've tied it up at 22 all.
Yeah, St. Mary's definitely showing that resiliency you were talking about earlier in the set, Josh. And this is a very tricky rotation for Saskatchewan. You can see they are basically sending all of their volume to Abby Klein because they only have 2 hitting options in the front row. I wouldn't mind seeing Teal Hagel throw something perhaps back to Rosie Sear to run a C ball. That's where she is right now on the floor. Or if they can get the pass, Jessica Bergstrom is someone who can go up and make a difference, but the pass needs to be there. But right now, it's just too predictable with the amount of volume going to the left.
Yeah, on that note of resiliency, just a couple days ago here, Pietkova, this is what she had to say to the media. She said, our theme is resiliency. We are a very, very resilient team. Again, that goes to speak to all that, all the adversity they faced early on in the season, the health complications, all that. So, I mean, they put it on display. They're resilient. There's not much more you can say about them than that. As for this next point, you have to imagine the serve is going to go to Taryn Hannah. They've been picking on her all night long. All she has to do is lock in, get her body behind, pop the ball. It doesn't have to be a perfect pass, just high and inside the court so that they can get an attack on it.
It's a decent pass there from Hannah, giving her an option in the pipe run, which I don't mind that look. Just changing up the offense a little bit, but the execution does come out as an error. St. Mary's pulling within 2 points of taking this 4th set and the match.
I believe Taryn Hannah is currently subbed in for Keely Anderson as well, so they don't have any left side relief that can come in and pass, as the opposite typically doesn't pass and serve receive.
There's a better pass from Hannah, tipped over by Bergstrom, but a little too easy. Hoskins is nicely there. Flaman picked up the kill.
Nice
off the block
swing.
And out of bounds. Nice patience on display there from Abby Klein as she doesn't get too greedy, but she uses the block to her advantage.
The offense on Saskatchewan still a little bit panicky. We talked a little bit earlier about not being able to tip your way out of trouble. They forced a few kind of weaker off-speed shots as they're feeling the pressure, and then Abby Klein rips one off the block. I'd love to see more of that to close out this set. They have to get after it.
Jessica Bergstrom at the service line for Saskatchewan.
Nice serve.
Skims over, pass up by Makanovich. And the attack from Golding. She over-rotates and sends it wide. Saskatchewan now, just like that, with a possible set point.
Yeah, Coach Darren Russell with no timeouts left. It's all on the girls on the floor now. Oh, and Bergstrom serves it into the belly of the net.
Yeah, St. Mary's with a window open here as we're going to need a few extra points to finish off set 4.
Yeah, headed into overtime, knotted up at 24 apiece.
It'll be Golding at the service line. Perfect pass from Sear out to Klein.
Ooh.
And an absolute roof over Klein.
Oh, blocked and roofed Pietkova. Nicely done. Straight down. That ball almost came back underneath the net. Match point for St. Mary's.
Pass up from Hannah, going back to Klein. roll shot scooped up by Makanovich.
For the match.
Picked up nicely by Sear. Teeing it up for Hannah out of the back row. Recycled off the block. All the way out to Klein. That is a tough ball. And with that, St. Mary's wins this Consolation semifinal. They advance to the Consolation final. Well, they will take on the McMaster Marauders, who won their semi earlier today. And for Saskatchewan, this will be the end of the road.
What an incredible display of character and resilience from St. Mary's. To be down trailing in 2 separate sets in this match, to come back, overcome the deficit. Well done. Incredible show of character. Coach Russell has to be incredibly proud of his team.
Yeah, it's been an absolute treat to call this match because these teams just put on a fun show of volleyball, and volleyball is a game of runs. We expect the service runs and the come from behind storylines, but seeing 2 teams so evenly matched square off like that is what U Sports volleyball is all about.
Yeah, and just speaking on that character of both teams here, it's nothing but sportsmanship and smiles in the handshake line as they go back and forth. That was a heavyweight battle. Both teams worked so hard to get here this season. They both deserve to be here. They played excellent all match long. Yeah, what a treat for us to call this. What a treat for the viewers at home watching. That was a great show of Canadian women's volleyball.
Absolutely. Now these 2 teams, after they finish their handshakes and high fives or celebrations, they will line up on the end line, and we will get you the Mikasa Player of the Game nods here in just a moment.
And a reminder too, St. Mary's will face off tomorrow in the Consolation final at 1 p.m. Central against the McMaster Marauders right here at Investors Group Athletic Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba, on the campus of the University of Manitoba, right here on CBC Sports.
Your player of the match was the Juniors match from Saskatchewan, number 6, Julia Howell.
Player of the match for Saskatchewan, a well-deserved nod for Julia Howell-Borner. Now just looking at her stat line, she had 5 kills on 9 total attempts, not a single error on the board. She hit over 55% efficiency, phenomenal display. She also had 8 block assists. Well done by Julia Howell-Borner. And of course, on the St. Mary's side of things, another well-deserved nod this time to Brianna Golding. She had 11 kills on 31 attempts, a ton of volume going her way. She had 8 solid digs. She put 11.5 points on the board for St. Mary's to propel them to this Consolation semi-victory.
She was fantastic. Great all game long.
And that'll wrap us up for this broadcast, but like Josh said, you can join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern for the Consolation final, where St. Mary's will make another appearance. All the best to the Saskatchewan players as they finish off their nationals journey here. Now, on behalf of myself and the rest of the U Sports on CBC crew in Winnipeg, thank you for tuning in and have a good rest of your night.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.